Welcome to the Hogville Heroes series, Razorbacks of the 80's. This three-part interview features Greg Thomas, Limbo Parks, Luther Franklin, Donnie Centers, and Terry Tatum. This group transcended across two coaches, Lou Holtz and Ken Hatfield, that coached Razorback teams from 1977 to 1989. They sat down and shared stories from the practice fields to life in the dorms on campus. This interview contains mature language and may not be suitable for children, and viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, so let me ask you this. When we're looking at the team today, I'm just going to take over for Jason because I love, this is what we do, Jason, when we get together. We sit up and we don't shoot the bull. We just act the way we act, man.
That's why I'm letting you. I got one question other than that because I'm going to let you just take the reins on this one. One question I do have, is for Terry, DC, and Luther. What were the differences in the practices between Lou and with?
Well, let me go first because I was at the practice when Lou Holtz decided at 5 o'clock that he didn't like how we practiced, and he set his watch back to 3 and said we were starting over.
I remember that shit.
He said, nope, we starting over. I'm setting my watch back to 3 o'clock. We starting over. And we was out there for another 2 hours.
And not to mention, we still had to go to class.
Still had to go to class. Now, that was the only thing that Hatfield brought that I did like, them 24 periods. And when we was over with, hey man, that was a breeze for us, okay?
Well, I didn't like
Lou was notorious. He was notorious for if practice wasn't going good, he'll set that clock back. He'll be like, oh, and whatever the stations we was, if like we go to the station 8 or whatever, he's like, nope, we're gonna go back to station 6 and start over. Wasn't good.
Well, I guess for me, it was okay for me. Lou Holtz practice was okay for me. Okay, I come out of Longview High, which we had boot camp. I mean, our program was something terrible in high school. So when I come to Arkansas with Lou Holtz with all this talking, little bit of short gap in your face, that didn't faze me at all. You know what I'm saying? I was not fazed at it. The intense workouts were not in phase. The running, the hooping, hollering, all that, it didn't faze me at all. Now, I like the meditation before practice. You know, you lay down on your back and he walk around and talk about you can't feel your arms.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I was going straight to sleep.
Me too. But once at 15 minutes, but once you come to, I was so relaxed and so ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So his practices was really nothing to me. It was just another day in the neighborhood. Now, Hatfield practice, like saying, is more, you know, boom, 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 boom. You know, it was more just like structured. It wasn't no hooping and hollering. It wasn't nobody get up in your face. You know, that a host will come up there and grab your jersey and talk trash. You know,
face mask.
Yeah, talk bad to you. You know, I hate freshmen. You know, all kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But he will turn around and build you right up too after that.
Yeah.
He'll build you right up after he do that.
Man, he was my hero. Lou Holtz was my hero. I loved him. I loved his whole style. I loved everything about it. You know what I'm saying? And I loved how he had confidence in me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He had a lot of confidence in me. He put me in there. He'd kick kid out of there, keep kicking on, get out of the way and let Simmons get in there. He said, I know I'll bring a freshman in there. You know what I mean? So he had confidence in me and made me step up. Now I did mess up, I think one game, Texas A&M, I fumbled the ball on like the 2-yard line, on our own 2-yard line. You know, so but he didn't rag me. He didn't rag me. He didn't jump down my throat or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I jumped down my own throat because I knew that I made I didn't focus. Yeah. I was not focused. I was thinking about a touchdown. I was thinking about 98. I thought I should go 98 yards. That's all I was thinking, 98 yards. Yeah. I had broke through the seam, and it's just like everything was just wide open, and I dropped the ball. Nobody hit me or nothing. I dropped the ball. And Texas they recovered the ball on about that 5-yard line.
Damn.
So the practice to me was I preferred it. I just preferred Holtz better. It was like I said, more intense, and I could just flash off. Like, I thought I was fast anyway, so I could just flash off my speed. I could be flashy and do all that kind of thing, jump in motion,
Right.
So it
wait a minute. You know why he likes the practices? I got to say this. Because when I first came there, that first spring ball practice, I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. I went out with Donnie Centers before spring ball.
Oh, I've heard this story.
I made a mistake.
Move your camera up a little bit, Limbo. Move your camera up just a little bit if you can. There you go.
Gonna be in shape. You're gonna be in shape. You're gonna run the streets and party. You're gonna have your hand in practice. You're gonna give 100%.
Well, they had me on 16 or whatever, 15, and everybody got hurt that day. And we had to be up at 8 or 9 o'clock, because I can't remember. But it was early, but I just got in at 5 o'clock dealing with damn Donnie Centers. And I was a little bit, 3 sheets to the wind. And all I know is I had to go first, second, third, and fourth team. And Donnie Centers sitting over there on the damn table. Come on, Limbo. Come on. And just saying, come on. And I'm out there dying like I don't know what. And he's over there just laughing, drinking water, and just having him a good old time at my expense. I ain't go out with his ass for another year.
Yeah.
Am I right, Donnie?
You're right. I had a good time. Oh man, I was mad at him so bad. Oh, if he lower his head down, get your head up, Limbo. Get your head up. Get your head up. What you doing? Why you laugh? What you doing? I gave him hell that day. When I saw him down, I punched him. Because you want to run the streets all night, drink all through the goddamn night, you get your ass up and go to practice.
Hey, DC
you
was
taking me around. I was trying to go home.
Hey, DC was a professional. That mug go out and drink all night and come to practice every damn day. Still smell like alcohol.
Luther, I can tell you, you remember this. DC was somebody that when we were shooting ball down at the Hyper building, I'm down there stretching, trying to get loose, ready to go play. He came in and just went up there and dunked. Walked in the gym, just went up there and just dunked one. I'm thinking, this was a freak. Okay, he's a freak.
Who got me? What team I'm on?
So let me ask this question, fellas. I know we have fun. I have fun. I don't say much about a lot of that crazy stuff. But I got the story. I just don't ever say much about it. But do we ever think they're going to turn this ship around and compete the way we did and win as many games that you guys won ever again?
Well, I look at it this way. Until they start getting some all-star caliber recruits, that's the only way they're going to be able to do it in the SEC right now. Until they start getting people like McFadden and Jones and Hillis and Matt Jones, when they get people with that kind of caliber, they'll start winning games. But until then, they might have one person that have that kind of capability. Other than that, that is it. That's just me talking. I could be wrong.
I agree with Luther, man. If you go back and look through the history of when we were good and we won 10 games and 9 games and 8 games or whatever seasons, we had some quality players at the skill position, and then we always had good linemen. We had the guys that Limbo and them left the legacy for. We had good linemen. There's a crop of linemen in the NFL right now that came out of Arkansas. So we had good linemen. We have to have players at the skill position, and the whole game has changed now, man. You got to recruit them, and then recruit them after the season, and then recruit them every time the transfer portal opens up. You got to recruit them again, otherwise you're gonna lose them, and then you got to find somebody else. I mean, it's a different ball game now, but there's no reason why we can't compete with the other schools in the SEC. We just got to have a commitment to go out there and recruit and find people. I think having somebody who can bring some offense to the table, meaning Petrino, okay, and having somebody who had a lot of success this year, and on the defensive side, the defensive guy had a lot of success. They did really well under the first year. I just think that it's going to take, us going out there and finding like Lucha said, finding some quality players, man. You gotta have some quality players.
And for them to get a lot of those quality players, it has to be some type of marketing strategy, if you would. And I would say, like you were saying, Terry, we got these guys in the NFL, yada yada yada. They need to be more vocal or have more input in who's coming. Ourselves, us as well. We need to be out doing more, speaking more. Jason, your podcast here, what I mean? Speaking on that.
Hey, Donnie, I done spoke enough where I had enough athletes where they didn't
get them.
So they didn't even trip. They didn't look at them, but they went off and been successful.
Same here.
I don't say nothing no more.
And I see, and that's what I don't understand about the university. They're not listening. The people who are making decisions aren't listening to people like ourselves that's on the ground. Limbo, you boots on the ground. GT, you boots on the ground. You know what I'm saying? T, you up there in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Luther, you got a good eye. I'll be all over down in Texas. You know what I'm saying? And I done sent some names up there. You know what I'm saying? Just like I ain't said nothing.
Let me tell you this. I had a kid, my cousin's son, 6'4", 320-pound defensive lineman out of St. Louis, Missouri. I called Shebest and said, "Hey, listen, this is a player. This is a player, okay?"
I remember.
And you know what they did? Let him went to Arizona State, and he got drafted by the Eagles. Okay, I'm thinking, we call you, and I'm not looking for a favor. I'm not giving you my cousin's son for a favor. I'm telling you, this is a player that I need to help the team. And then they just look at you like, you don't know what you're talking about. If there was somebody we wanted, they would recruit him. I said, okay, you know what? I got nothing to do.
All right, well, we got one more before I got to get up out of here. Let me ask you guys this. Do you believe in the offensive style today that you will be a great player in the style of play that's out there now?
I'll be all world.
I'll be all American, goddamn it.
I'll be all world.
Hey, tight end will be all over the goddamn screen.
Woo-wee.
I would love
your name
to play
was already on the screen back then. Could you imagine
Uh-huh.
now? Could you imagine playing now in this style of play?
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, I would love it.
Oh my God.
I would love it. That would be right. I tell you what, I ain't gonna let no one mug tackle me. That's for damn sure.
Well, the way the running backs are utilized now, it's a whole new world for them, man. Those guys, I mean, and you don't have to be like the Saquon Barkley. I mean, they all run the same kind of offense, man. I'm just telling you, it's wide open. And you talking about being,
you had good hands. You had good hands.
Oh, but you talking about being able to be in space, like these guys are in space running, man. I mean, you talking about you can't do nothing but love that.
You got tight ends going in motion and all that kind of stuff, and 2-point stands, and man, we had what, maybe 2 plays where a tight end can go up and do a 2-point stands, and that was it. And he damn sure wasn't gonna get the ball still.
You just picked the wrong position to play, man. That's come on, man.
I mean,
let me tell you this. Donnie Sanders would have 1,500 yards receiving. I know that.
I think I would light him up.
1,500 easy. You'd have 1,500 easy.
Yeah, man.
D had that long stride. It looked like he was moving, but that mug was hauling ass.
Well, I'm just figuring wouldn't nobody better hold him, no, man. Ain't nobody better. Ain't no cover guys out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you see,
ain't no cover guys out there.
It has changed. The evolution.
And that's what I'm saying. And nowadays, dude, if you look up the middle That tight end is open every freaking time in the middle.
Every time.
Like the sea.
Every
And that tight
time.
end right every time, dude. Y'all, if they had a smart quarterback, he'd be dumping off to the tight end almost every damn play.
It's I be thinking
those linebackers split like the Red Sea, and he's wide open every time.
I always compare Frank to what's that guy, Vernon Davis. That tight end, Vernon Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Also for San Francisco.
Yeah, had all the speed. You know, that's who Frank game remind me of. Well, actually, that guy game remind me of Frank. Frank was that type of tight end that could get the ball and make something happen once he got it. He had the speed. He had the speed of a wide eye.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had speed.
Yeah, my roommate had more speed than any tight end we had up there. Period. Ever.
Yeah, right. I was a big fan of Frank's. And yours too, Tatum, and GT, you too, and especially Limbo.
I'm a big fan of all y'all. Shit, all y'all my brothers.
Well,
I'm a big fan of GT. GT throw the ball.
Hey, I'm gonna throw it to you.
And then my roomie.
Whose fault is it that we had one man in the dead
Coach Hatfield.
Okay, so
there you go.
I know you run up all that stuff, but that wasn't it. That wasn't the truth.
No, it didn't do with you, man. But I tell you what, Jason, I'm gonna get on Jason right now. Jason, I'm watching this thing go below this thing saying Hogville special games with Greg Thomas, Limbo Parks, Luther Franklin, and Terry Tatum. I don't see Donnie Sanders nowhere.
Dadgummit.
I'm just saying, man.
I had it on there too.
It ain't on that now.
Hey, D, I see it too. No, it didn't. It did not.
Hey, Jason, this is what I'm gonna ask because I know I gotta move. I gotta move on. I apologize. We got stuff going on. This is what we need to do in Fayetteville. Just sit down and come and hear us. This is fun, but it's not like we do every April. Every April we go to dinner. We go to dinner, and we sit out there and just enjoy each other's company. And it was like for us in the 80s. And I don't know what they did in the 90s. I don't know what they did. They're doing. I know what we did, and we pretty much had each other's back.
Yeah.
And
it
was
not pretty much. We did.
Yeah, we did. 100%.
And it was the best. I felt protected, even though I was on the chopping block all the time. They talking about going to Springdale. I couldn't go to Springdale and hang out. That stuff wasn't happening. You know.
Yeah, I didn't either. GT, you good?
Yeah, well, GT
Roomy didn't go either. Roomy didn't go either. I did.
Yeah, but y'all know why I couldn't go because it was going to be a controversy, and I wasn't going to back down from the controversy. So you know that attitude, I was still dealing with that, trying to find out who you are. I'd much rather punch you in the face than talk stuff out. Now I got to deal with something else.
Yeah,
So a lot of those things, you know, the young men, the brotherhood that we had was second to none. It's still second to none. What is that, Limbo?
I think Limbo's got a party going on.
What are you doing, man?
Hey, I went and got in my car, pissing myself down.
Look at it. That's creativity right there.
Put shit on mute, man. Greg talking.
Hey, that's Limbo right there. He gonna find.
Boy, you make me cuss him, boy. Boy, you about to
get on mute, Limbo. Get on mute.
piss on you.
All right,
and GT, you were saying before you so rudely interrupted.
The brotherhood is what that's what we had, and we were still successful with the brotherhood. We didn't win that game that we should have won, but we won each other's love and affection, and that's what we still have today. I can't wait to see these guys every day. It makes my day. I text them. I don't
love DC. I don't love him.
I don't give a shit.
All the time. But I appreciate you guys. And like I said, I appreciate it. I know I got to roll because I have a previous engagement. But love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make sure we get together the same weekend and tell me which one it is so we can do it like we always do. Come up there and have a great weekend.
All right, GT.
Love y'all, bro.
Thank you, GT.
All right.
So quickly, Donnie, you got an anniversary tonight, is that right?
Yeah, man, baby, man. I'm celebrating my anniversary, man.
Well, you taking her to dinner?
Well, we could.
Hey, we need Rodney Beecham to come up here next time. He needs to be on here. He'll tell you some good stories.
I'm not fooling with you or Beecham.
I guarantee that motherfucker won't say a damn word. You watch, because he know we'll call his ass out. He won't say nothing. You watch.
Hey, but you know what, man? I'm not gonna let you guys dog my boy, man. Beecham, my partner, man. You ain't gonna do Beecham like that, man.
Yes, we are. Yeah, we are.
He be all right.
He does himself like that. He does himself like that.
He's still my partner too, but I'm still talk shit about him.
Me too.
I know y'all give him hell, man. Y'all get Beecham hell.
He's still my partner too, but I'm still give him hell.
Donnie, it's too easy, man. It's just too easy.
Limbo, I got a question for you. Who was the first person that you wrestled when you got on campus?
Oh, I know.
Raven wants to try me. I believe Raven. It was Raven. Raven Caldwell.
Raven Caldwell. It was Raven Caldwell, and it was my first meeting with Limbo, and Raven Caldwell said, "You don't know how to wrestle. You don't know how to wrestle." And before he got that last wrestle out of his mouth, Limbo had flipped him over. He was laying on the ground. I said, "Yeah, that's my lineman right there."
I didn't see it, but I remember you telling me about it. I didn't see it. You said, "Dude, don't fuck with Limbo, man. That motherfucker threw Raven down like he was a piece of paper." I was like, "What?" Yeah,
So, Limbo,
flipped him.
Give us some context to your wrestling acumen and your kind of a little bit of your backstory. Why were you so damn good?
Hell, because when I was in the 7th and 8th grade, they took me up there to wrestle all the seniors, and my brother and everybody else beat the hell out of me. And my brother drug my ass to all them damn freestyle mats where I got putting pretzels and shit when I was 14 and 13 years old. That's why.
You had to rise for the occasion, shit.
Exactly.
You can't do nothing but go up.
Hey,
exactly.
Limbo's a damn good basketball player too. Damn good basketball player.
Yeah, we had some fun in them damn hypers. Woo! Till that big ass fight. Until that fight that time we had a fight.
With that Dirk Winston?
Yeah, that's a fight. Yeah.
I didn't know. I ain't never seen a fight down the hype building, so I missed that.
We playing in the mirrors.
Wait, was it Dirt or the nephew Dusty?
Was it Dusty? Oh.
I think it was Dusty.
No,
I think they called him Dust because his brother was Dirt.
It was Dirt Winston. It was Dirt. Dirt and his nephews. They all jumped on me. Yeah. After I slammed Dirt like I slammed Raven.